Hi friends, how are we? Super good, I hope. So we got a new sketchbook. This one, technically I already filmed this intro like 2 weeks ago, but I said a couple things that are no longer happening, so let me fill you in on that. Painting with colors is not gonna be this Saturday anymore. We're gonna cancel September and we're gonna move forward and do October, possibly November and December, and we'll see the other months. So you have another month to decide if you want to do playing with colors. So me and my friend Hannah, it's a Brave Bitches event, which is her, I'm collaborating with her. She's Brave Bitches. And if you haven't listened to her podcast, listen to it. Listen to it. Hannah's really cool. She's super funny, super light, and like a fairy. Like, she's just such a whimsical person. She calls me the fairy lady, but I'm like, you are also. Like, she's so cool. And then she's on YouTube now. She's doing like booktube, and then she's also kind of like bringing her podcast over as well. My fiance is coughing. Okay, so and then technically I've already painted what this feels really weird for me to do this because usually I'll paint like today or yesterday and then film it and do the video, but I've already filmed it a couple weeks ago, so I'm just doing the intro now. Oh my god, my eyebrows are awful. Okay, so playing with colors. Okay, you have a month. You have a month. Buy your ingredients, buy your supplies, and watercolor with us. It'll be fun. It'll be a Halloween themed. I don't know what exactly yet, but it'll be Halloween, which we love here. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. All right, friends, here we go. Here's some plastic ASMR. I always ruin it, so let's pray I do it good this time, huh? Am I? Here we I'm struggling already. All right, here we go. Ooh, nice little peel. Oh, wow. That was the best one I've ever done. Okay, can we see this? Hot press. I always do hot press. Acid free, 100% cotton, vegan friendly. That's great. Okay, and this is the size if you guys want to be like Mittens and get the same one. Join free at our workshop. Nope. Okay, can I open a box normally? Can I? More plastic. Oh, why did I'm an idiot. That's okay, you guys. It's okay. We'll all be okay. How bad did I do? Yeah, that's not great. All right, here we are. Let's open her up. Yeah, see, I like that I could, in theory, lay it flat and then just do that, but I probably won't end up doing, well, yes, okay. We get the little pouchy in the back, as per usual. If you guys want to pause it and read this. Up to you. Okay. Well, I always have trouble with the first page, so we're probably gonna bypass that, or should we? No, we're not. We're not gonna do that this time. We're gonna paint right on the front page, right there. Okay, now we're gonna paint. Bye. Well, hey there, friends. How are we? Welcome to the voiceover portion. You did it. Good job. I know it's hard, especially with Mittens talking so much. I don't know why she does that. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm having a weird day. It's not like anything bad's happening. Like, I'm having a good day. It's just like, I don't know. I'm about to end a book. And at the beginning, I was like, this book's kind of cheesy. I don't know, it was weird. But now I'm, like, obsessed with it. And I really don't want to be, but now I am. I'm not going to put the name of the book just because we want to keep it PG here. And the book's not PG at all. At all. Okay? But for some reason, I'm having a very hard time finishing it. And this happens to me a lot. This happened to me. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, do we know the movie The Dark Crystal? Okay. And then they came out with the Netflix show, Dark Crystal, The Age of Resistance, or something like that. I don't know what was wrong with me, but once I finished that, my heart was kind of broken a little bit. I was like, this was such an amazing adventure. All these characters, I love them, and I just want to see where their lives go. No. And also, spoilers because, this movie's like from the 70s and this show came out like 5 years ago, so you guys should already know. I already know what happens to the characters. Somehow they end up dying. We don't know. And then you watch the movie. It's a prequel. The show was the prequel. Is that what it's called? A prequel? Like the before the story? The main one? Yeah, they're all gone. They're dead. And I knew that. Yet, part of me was like, my heart's broken because I love these characters even though they're frickin' puppets. They're puppets. They were puppets. They still continue to be puppets because that's how they made the movie. Hold on, my fiance's coming. So yeah, anyways, it's just one of those days where I feel like my heart is gonna shatter because of a stupid book. Why does this happen to me? Okay, anyways, yeah, so if you guys ever, and I talked to my sister about it too, she's like, yo, I feel the same way. So I know I'm not the only one. It's just so hard when someone writes a fictional character and you want them to be so real and then they're not. And then, great. Okay, cool. So, okay. Let's talk about the painting. Let's do that. Let's change the subject. So, this is a good shell. I will say it's very cute. It's not my flav town though. It's not my flav town. And I have everyone messaging me right now. I'll be right back. Okay, so I know some of us like to hear me rambling, and I know some of us don't. Or not that they don't, but they prefer to hear a Reddit story. So maybe this can be a combination of both. So I'm going to tell you about my day today, and then yeah. So I woke up, snuggled, and then went and made coffee. Actually, he made me coffee. I just went and sat down at my desk, and he brought it to me because he's so nice. And then I started painting, and then I got a call from my little sister. That happened, and then what did I do after? We went to Busy Bees, the bagel shop down the street from me, and Pete goes, we're gonna get a breakfast burrito, and I go, okay, I'm stoked. I haven't had like a legit breakfast burrito in like years, and I only get bagels there. I don't eat the burritos from there, so I was like, sure, let's do it. Never had one. I'm not trying to I love this place. I've been going since I was a kid, and I will continue to go. Probably the worst burrito I've ever eaten. Not gonna lie. And Pete goes, I used to get them all the time. They're so good. The potatoes weren't done. There's hardly any cheese. No salt. There's just no salt. I was like, okay, well, I love the ladies that work there. They tried, whatever. Maybe this was just the one time the burrito came out not good. But it wasn't good. So I told Pete we're gonna get a good breakfast burrito tomorrow. Anyways, I don't really like, never mind. I don't know what I was gonna say. And then, what else? We came back, and then my brother came over, my other brother, so I could cut one of his shirts for him, because it was kind of long, and he has a very specific, like, style he wants to, attain. No? It has a very specific style. So I cut his shirt, and then I did some of my dishes, and now I'm here doing the voiceover in my room. And after, I don't know, that's the hard part for me. Either I finish my book and then just be really sad, or I don't finish. Okay, this is what I do sometimes. I have a couple books where I've not technically finished them. Like, I maybe have 10 more pages left, but because it hurts me so badly to know that it's gonna end, I don't finish them. Does that make sense to you? Do you guys do that, or am I the only freak? I think it's, I don't know, you guys. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was younger, I went through these weird ass phases just like this. Like when Avatar first came out, you know, Avatar with the blue people. I was obsessed with it. Like, I could not, like, I went and saw it like 5 times in theaters. I was watching like everyone's interviews and like how they made the movie. And I was just like, why can't I be living on Pandora? Why can't I? I want to be blue, and I want to, and then, you know, as a few weeks passed, and I was like, what was wrong with me? Why was I so obsessed? Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, so it's like, I think what I'm gonna do is go watch Avatar after this. I don't know. I really want to finish the book, but then, I don't know. This is such a strange feeling, you guys. It's like I could cry. I just don't want to finish it. Anyways, okay. Let's do a Reddit story, and hopefully that'll make me feel better. Okay. Let's do this, shall we? So, would I be an a-hole by asking my apartment manager to evict the tenants living directly over my apartment? Oh, snap. Must be bad. Okay, haven't read it, so I hope it's a good one. Okay. I need water. There we go. Okay. This is probably going to be a long post. It is a long post. First off, I live in a large apartment complex in the panhandle of Texas. I'm not native to the state, just a temporary transplant. I tried posting this earlier, but had to delete because of improper wording. When I moved into this apartment complex March 1st, 2023, I was worried about living in an apartment because they can get noisy and problems can arise from that. I'm 58 female, and I met one of the sweetest men in my life, but he's half my age. I promise it does come into play. Let's call him R.A. Now, R.A. would come by, check on me, and see if I needed help or just someone to talk to. Sometimes I would cook for him or whatever because we enjoyed our conversations together, talking about everything under the sun. As we spent so much time together, we began caring for each other more than some in the complex would like. R.A. is an old soul. He opens doors, holds hair if you're sick, just hanging out. I just made a choice 15 years ago to not attempt dating anymore because I have had bad man radar. Every man I chose for myself were not good for me, so I promised God to not date anymore and be celibate. I told God if he wanted me to be with someone, he would drop the man on my doorstep. It wasn't an issue with me. I was lonely sometimes, but usually too tired to do anything about it. Working as a correctional officer, I learned to be very quiet to listen for possible attack situations from offenders. Working an 8-hour work cycle was supposed to be 4 on, 4 off, 12-hour shifts. When I had to medically retire from the prison, we were working 6 days out of 8 and working 16-hour days. The job could be difficult at times, working in the mental health building at the unit. Like the job, not so much my coworker. I was attacked by one offender, however, one attack out of a decade work there isn't bad. How RA handled my assault was bad. Social Security How
rank or bank, or I don't know. Social Security decided that my health issues and anxiety developed from working in a prison environment, so they declared between sciatica caused from being overweight at the time with herniated disc, thyroid disease, diabetic with depression, high anxiety, high stress, and severe PTSD. Oh, you should not be working there. That's not good for you, girl. Get out of there. So when I moved into the complex, I met RA, and yes, he's half my age, but yummy to look at, maybe fantasizing about him a little bit, but never thought about trying to go further because he's younger than my son is. However, we spent time together and got to know one another. We started talking about how we get along. So just before Christmas, the question was popped, and yes, we got married. When we got married, he moved in with me and out of the old foster parents' home in with me. I loves to stay busy, and working made good money, which no longer was given to them because they didn't... Wait, what? RA loves to stay busy, and working made good money, which no longer was given to them because he didn't live there anymore. I don't understand. Maybe that's just me. In April, I cashed out my state retirement fund because we needed a car and a bigger bed than I had at the time. They became upset because with the money we got him a 2014 Lincoln Navigator and a 2009 Dodge Avenger for me, which paid cash for both vehicles in April this year, and both vehicles on full coverage. So RA is starting to look really good in their eyes. He's prospering and doing so well, they became jealous he didn't help with rent or anything else, as he chose to make sure I was getting taken care of. He had a good job and oh frick, you guys, I need to zoom in really quickly. Hold on. That's better. He had a good job, nice vehicle, a woman who lives to spoil her man, special home-cooked meals, special desserts, a fresh cold drink when he gets home, dinner on the table, him telling me about his day and me running a bath for him to relax, and as I cleaned up from dinner. What a dang, lady, you were good to him. You were good. Just doing my best to not give him anything to stress him before bedtime. I wanted home to be his safe haven, relaxing without stress. In May of this year, we were contacted about an old warrant he had for driving without insurance from 2020. He went in to check about when they told him how much he had to pay. He chose to sit it out, sitting in county detention. So 7 days ago, the guy who lives above me was driving his newer model Dodge Dart and pulled it into the park, was going fast and intoxicated, tried to park his car on or in my... Oh, crap. This individual we call Ray is with his buddy George and hit my car so hard it pushed the front of my car sideways to hit the vehicle next to it, which hit the fan next to it, which hit a small Toyota truck where movement finally stops. Now these two individuals know they just hit my car. They know where my apartment is. Neither of them leave a note on my car or knock on my door to tell me about the accident. Neither did the police officer notify me by anything more than an incident card on my driver's window. I found out about my car when my neighbor across the hall banged on my door at 10 p.m. to tell me my car got hit. I step out and see my car moved and not looking right, but he can't get the car to start, so I can't move it so it won't get towed before I could get anything out of my car. Tuesday, I start calling the police department to find out about the incident number left on my car, which no one at the police department could find the incident report until like Thursday afternoon. About the same time, I find my car missing from the parking lot, so now I'm panicking. That was my only vehicle to be able to go once a week to see my husband or monthly for doctor appointments, medicine, and grocery. Wait, want to visit your husband? I thought you guys were living together. Am I stupid? This person is unlicensed and uninsured. My insurance adjuster informed me my car was totaled, and because I had liability only, had to drop from full coverage to liability because of a medical bill on my husband in jail with an infected tooth, so I dropped it in August to liability, thinking I could raise it back up to full coverage when I get my check this month. So I have a car totaled with only liability on it, and a driver totaled my car, and he is refusing to pay anything. Had no insurance, no license, drunk, but according to police, it's private property, so no arrest, no ticket. That is so strange. Just because it's private property? That's not good. Meanwhile, my years in the army and from the prison are... Wait, what? Meanwhile, my years in the army and from the prison are leaving me because I was responsible and had coverage to fix a a car or vehicle I might accidentally hit, I'll post pictures of vehicles before and after. He got away scot-free while I no longer have any form of transportation to do anything because my health. I can't walk very far. Cabs and Ubers too expensive, and city bus overcrowded, which sets off a panic attack. So as a U.S. Army vet, medically retired and disabled, can't get any relief, and this Ray guy gets zero consequences for all he did, and he had to be going pretty fast. Speeding in the parking lot is his normal. Ray, what the hell, dude? Get the heck out of here, Ray. You suck. Actually, you know what, Ray? I don't know what's going on in your life, but I'm sorry. You need to get help. You don't suck. I feel bad for anybody. Anyways, okay, here we go. So, speeding in the parking lot is his normal. To basically take out 4 vehicles and the police don't arrest him for driving under the influence without a license or insurance, not even a ticket for no insurance, while my husband is serving 6 months for the exact same thing back in 20. Oh, yeah, I'd be pissed. Be like, if my hubbers is in jail, they need to be in jail too. I think my neighbors are probably listening, and they're probably like, what the heck is wrong with this chick? Every Tuesday we do this, buddies. Just remember that. Okay, now Ray and George live in the apartment above me, and they hit my car and have a bad habit of waking me up every morning at 2 a.m. since they moved in after Christmas last year. So these guys keep me from getting proper rest, keeping up and destroying my car. My only legal recourse is small claims court, which gives you a piece of paper that says that they owe you money, but don't enforce them to pay, just a piece of scrap paper. I'm sick and tired of this. I had an expensive medical procedure, so I had to sell RA's Navigator at a $9,000 loss, and RA had to pay for an infected tooth to be removed, and with him in jail, it cuts our income down to $1,300 a month to survive on until his time is up and he comes. Oh, that's where he was. He said, oh, buddy, I'm sorry. So am I the a-hole here for asking their eviction for repeated... No, you're not an a-hole. No. Okay, here, let's read some comments. Yeah, we got 10 minutes left. It'll be okay. Okay. But personally, I'd go to the apartment office and report everything that happened. I don't know if you can get them to terminate their lease, but the apartment complex might have insurance or something that could help cover damages, or might have an idea for how you should proceed, because this is a lot. Those men could have killed someone, and I'm sure the complex wouldn't want stuff like that happening there. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I wish I had better answers, or a real answer in general. You don't deserve... Oh, what a sweet person. This was 14 hours. Oh my gosh, when was this story written? Let me see. 14 hours ago. Oh, poor thing. This lady doesn't deserve... She's like a vet and doesn't... Okay. This is what OP says. Thank you for understanding. The apartment manager doesn't care, because if she did, the back half of this complex would have cameras in the back half of the complex, like the front half. As I fought for 18 months to get the back buildings labeled for 911 calls emergency care, they just fixed that last month. I pointed out the stucco on the buildings in the back are perfect for church, as they are all cracked and holy. Oh. They now pay someone to do night security on weekends, and he never leaves the camera room, but there are no cameras in the back, so not secure in the back nor safe, and I can't move until my husband is released from jail, and that could be 2 more months. Meanwhile, people keep trying to break into my HUD approved, what? HUD approved? What does that mean? I don't know. Apartment, including people from the apartment up front he stayed at until we got married, who stole our keys from my husband, and he drank too much, and I had the locks changed the next day. Thank goodness, otherwise the person attempting to enter my home with the old keys from the house. They had me so messed up and feeling paranoid, unable to sleep, and according to the manager, they're supposed to be on the eviction list already, but I know she's lying. I can't move out of here until my husband comes home. Then we are packing up and moving for me back home to a small town a few hours outside of Chicago, again at my husband's request, because Texas is no longer to me a safe place for me to live, plus being closer to my siblings would be better, but thank you for understanding. I know I do long posts, I'm sorry. Yeah, man, you're not an a-hole. That's a very reasonable thing to I mean, like, okay. I, this sucks, and I'm so sorry this is happening to you. Just know you're not the only one. When I was living up in Coral Bay in Claremont, and let me just tell you really quickly, not when I was living there, but maybe 10 or 20 years before, there was a serial killer at Coral Bay looking for women to kill, and he succeeded. And I'm not trying to go into like a dark turn, but like, we all need to be safe. Always keep your head on a swivel. If you're walking home at night, don't you dare put your headphones in, or I will come and eat your headphones. I want you all to be safe. No walking at night with headphones. You need to hear what's around you. And Jocko Willink, he's an ex-Navy SEAL. That's what he said. Keep your head on a swivel, and I take his advice very seriously. Okay? Also, if you're ever not feeling safe, call someone up. Maybe, I don't know in your case who you could call maybe to help, walk you to if you need it. I don't know. But everyone, take these things seriously. If you're feeling creeped out by someone, our gut instincts are pretty spot on. Okay, should we try another one? Oh boy, this one's a really long one. I don't think I have time for that. I'm reading the titles, and some of them are really bad. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, this one's shorter, so hopefully I'll finish it. Am I the a-hole for calling my sis-in-law out for her kid's bad behavior? I, 32 female, my husband, 32 male, have recently had a second baby. It was a joyous occasion, and while I was accepting chaos at the naming ceremony, I was not mentally prepared for the circus which occurred in my house. For context, my sis-in-law is 36 female, has 2 kids, 4 male and 2 male. She is currently expecting her third, and it's finally the girl she's wanted, but as with all her pregnancies, it's very dramatic and full of complications, which we constantly hear about. She's on bed rest, but never in bed resting. Nice. Back to the naming ceremony event. Before the ceremony, her eldest was moving my furniture around. She was nowhere to be found, and her husband was on the phone constantly. I ignored this and carried on, as I didn't want to allow them to take my focus away from our new baby. During the ceremony, her kid was talking loudly over the video while we were recording the ceremony, which we cannot replace with audio. He also proceeded to pick the flowers off the baby's arrangement and dress before we were done. Again, they sat... Okay, I cannot deal with that. There's this one family in La Jolla, and they unfortunately, when the restaurant I was working at closed, they started coming to the new restaurant I was working at. They sucked. I'm sorry, but you guys, I don't know if you know who you are. You have 2 little boys. You came into Rimel's a lot, and then you came into Coffee Cup. Yeah, one of your sons stabbed me with a fork, and you said nothing. You did nothing. I don't like that, okay? So, if anyone... I don't like you, okay? If you ever hear this and you know that happened, and your son stabbed me with a fork and you did nothing... Yeah, that's on you. I don't like you. Okay, yeah, anyways, I just had to get that off my chest because, that pissed me off. That kid hurt. It hurt. Like, you think he's a little kid. No, he freaking stabbed me with it. I was like, and I'm bringing you chocolate cake right now? I wanted to smash that cake on the floor. Anyways, okay. After the ceremony, her kids were hopping on tables and couches with shoes on and just running circles around everyone while being really loud and obnoxious. Mainly the older boy. He's 4, so yeah, a friend of mine even fed him because his mother was talking elsewhere, and as usual, she was nowhere to be found, but rather was complaining about her pregnancy to anyone who would listen, but paying zero attention to her kids. That's lovely. I love those kinds of parents. I'm just kidding. The evening continued like this until they left, with her husband on his phone in a room full of people, and she was talking about herself as she usually does. Narcissist. I was proud of myself as I've come a long way with my mental health and was able to focus on my baby and enjoying the event. My eldest was having a rough time as she has about a 5-year age gap between herself and the new baby, so I was able to be there for her. After a discussion, oh shoot, I only have a few more minutes. After a discussion with my husband about her behavior and lack of responsibility for the kids, I came up with a solution to send her a text. I let him read it before it was sent, and he okayed it. If he had said he was uncomfortable, I would never have sent it. She reacted as though I thought she would be making passive-aggressive statuses about me and leaving my family WhatsApp group. I kind of feel bad, but also relieved. Both her brothers and parents have been too afraid to talk to her about any of this because she gets mad and throws the word toxic around and basically has a full tantrum. So I have to ask, am I the a-hole? This was the initial post I typed. Since then it is like a pulled on a thread, and everything has unraveled with her. She has been avoiding me and showed up to my daughter's birthday party only to give me silent treatment and a stink eye the entire time. When I approached her after these 3 months of us not talking to ask if we were going to hash this out so we could move forward, she proceeded to deny anything was wrong, but it was only because she's afraid of confrontation, so passive aggressive is more comfortable to her. I have not stepped back completely as she refuses to even hold or touch her baby, her nephew. I understand that she is hurt by the whole situation. I'm giving her time to heal and not stress her out further during this pregnancy. I still feel like the a-hole and the people pleaser in me wants to grovel and apologize, but the self-aware and new me doesn't regret anything. No. That person needs to get called out. Because, you're, what's the word? I forget the word, but like the more you let's say like the mom and dad, they knew their daughter was like a kind of a little poo because she'd throw tantrums and they just give her what she wanted. That's enabling her. That just makes it worse. Now she's grown up as an adult and thinks that this is okay to do, and it's absolutely not okay to do. And you're going to be having a third baby. I don't think you should. I'm sorry, but like if you can't handle the first two, why are you having a third? That's just my hot take on it. But, like, you do you. I know you wanted a baby girl, and you got your baby girl. I'm happy for you, but, like, you also need to treat your sister-in-law kindly. And, like, that's just strange. That's just really weird. Anyways, I do feel a bit better. I still feel weird, but a bit better. Should I finish the book, or should I just go watch Avatar and reignite an old obsession to stub out the new one? I don't know, you guys. Help me. Okay. Anyways, good chat. I need to do the thumbnail now. That's actually what I need to do. We don't know what we're going to do with the thumbnail yet, but hopefully it'll be a good one. Anyways. I love you guys. I hope you all are having a great day. Hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope you're all being safe out there. Remember what we talked about. If you're walking at home at night, especially females, ladies, listen to me. Don't put your headphones in. Keep your head on a swivel, okay? And I'm shaking my finger I'm vehemently shaking my finger. So just so you know, be safe. Head on swivel. Don't take shit from others, okay? Stand up for yourself. You do you. You live your truth. As long as it's, okay, anyways, love you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. If all goes well, Wednesdays will be upload days. Wednesdays, stressful. Okay, bye.